piss on it. We need a bit more liquid. Yeah, we will keep looking at some point, Dommy, but for now, I've just really not bothered. Right, let's top this up with a bit more liquid. I don't want any gas in here, basically. That's going to fuck things up. I want it to be all liquid. Close. I need about another maybe 30 packets, 40 packets, and then it should be right. Yeah, this is what I was trying to avoid. Which sucks a little bit. One gas permeable tile will fix the problem in the long term. Just say, I know, Camo. I understand that, mate. I understand. I know what you're saying. I didn't want to do that. I was trying to avoid that. Can't seem to get very far in this game. Usually run out of water or die from no oxygen. Draken, have you played the game for very long, buddy, or have you just come in at this last update? Because I don't envy you, honestly, if you've just come in recently. The game is a bit savage nowadays. Truth be told. So I'm trying to feed all this water in without having a break in the pipe, ideally. So that I can really gauge how much, what water levels we're sat at. I think this should be about right. Missing quite a few packets, but this should be about right. Right, let's do what we did before again, because I'm an idiot. Just came in this update. Well, honestly then, Draken, I don't envy you, buddy. You've probably come in at a very, very difficult time to start learning this game. But keep persisting, buddy. Keep persisting. This has been a challenging update for me, just in terms of the game's changed a little bit. But yeah, just keep trying, buddy. Just keep playing. Every time you fail, you'll come back and you'll play the game slightly differently and you'll learn something. So just keep going for it. Don't give up. Nice, perfect. Right, this is what we want. So it's now, it's saturated, if you like. The system is filled pretty much, apart from this little pocket here. Meaning that no matter what happens, these tiles will stay. Can we sweep this, for fuck's sake? These tiles here will stay filled with liquid, meaning that no gas will happen in there. Which is basically what I was trying to do. No gas will happen in there. No water will evaporate in there, creating gas. So if we can just get this fucking abyssite swept up. I'm sure you can reach it. Come on. You did it on this side. What the fuck? Why can't you reach this? Right, on a plus note, everything's getting nice and cold, which is good. On a negative note, it's probably going to kill all our mushrooms at some point, which is bad. Meh, it is what it is. Why the fuck won't they sweep this? They'll sweep it on this side, but not on this side. That's weird. Very strange. Sweep this. And let's have a look at what the new dupe is. A narcoleptic rancher. It's Lyra. La Reborn. Turd Blossom. Okay, Turd Blossom. Let's get you to ranching. We've got 5 tons of refined iron, so that's quite enough of that. Sweep this! Maybe the new dupe will sweep it. Oh shit, that's something I want to test actually. Turd Blossom. Be unassigned. I want you to see if you will attack this. I want to know if any dupe will attack this. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. Is she going to go and change her hat first, or is she going straight into it? Because basically we couldn't kill them mobs before, but Turd Blossom here is technically unassigned, I think. Technically unemployed, even though it says pending. So what's different about her priorities? She doesn't have a spanner symbol at all. She'll go and kill that mob. Great work. And her hat just fell off randomly as well, which is great. I'll take that. Why won't they sweep this? It's making me mad. It's making me real mad. Why won't they sweep this? They swept it in this corner with the same thing. Sake. There's always a problem. Like this game, I shouldn't play it honestly because I hate leaving like debris in rooms. There's always a reason just to fuck you up. There's always something. Do you have room to sweep it? Yeah, they should be able to reach that. They did it on this side, Max. They can reach 3 tiles if they're stood above it normally. But I'm wondering if fuck it, I don't know. I'll knock out this tile. Turd Blossom, someone has watched. Is that Guardians of the Galaxy? No, I'm just English. Rooms in space. Yeah, the space in the compactors, yeah. The space bit. I've only got 3 storage compactors. It's not like I've got some fucking massive storage system. No, I think it's just there's a lot of weird things in this game. So, for example, a dupe stood here could reach the debris in this tile, but when the debris falls, who knows at what position it is in the tile, right? So this debris was out of range. I don't know why, but it was. I don't get it. But whatever. Right, so this is done. We'll sweep this as well. This is done. How's this doing? We're getting there. This is almost at safe levels now. Which is fine. So, batteries and stuff we are now hooked up. So we can now start running some circuits into the actual base. And we can connect up this as well. So we'll just have manual gen power for now. We'll probably connect some of these top batteries as well. Although I'm really not happy about the chlorine, there's not much I can do about it at the moment. Not till later. So let's start getting Yeah, we'll at least put some of the wiring in. Some of these upper ones. I'm hoping these play nice and don't bug out. I'm hoping they will. So you're going to go up there, you're going to go up there, you're going to go there, you're going to go there. Yeah? And then you're the first of the downwards ones. We'll actually put this in now. I'm hoping this plays nicely. Okay, let's get rid of you. Man, they should really put a clone feature, like in Prison Architect. Yeah, well, it's the planning feature. A lot of people have been asking for it for quite some time. Like a priority, it would only have to be like a priority 0. That's all they'd have to implement. Priority 0 never gets done. And it just let you plan stuff and then it'd never be built. And you could just plan to your heart's desired, you know. Sort of makes sense to me, but alas, they will not add it. Or they have not added it for some weird reason. Right, once that's swept, we'll seal this up, and then that's these batteries done. I don't need to worry about this for a little bit. Next it's power gen, then it's oxygen. How much algae are we on? 4 tons. Ew. It's not the best. I do need to connect these heavyweight wires at some point. I just don't know where. Because at the moment it's technically 2 separate entities. Maybe I should just run it underneath here or something. Maybe we'll do that. Oh. Turd Blossom is a British term? The British, ruining America's fun since 1776. The English language is British. What do you mean? Although I don't really know what the origins of the word turd are. Maybe it is an Americanism, I don't know. Maybe that is an American creation. Couldn't tell you actually, buddy. Right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to run a wire under here. I'm going to look at doing some coal gens here. That is the plan. I do want them to be supplied with the sweeper arm, even though I've not got access to sweepers yet. Don't really need you doing this, but whatever. There's lots of crap to sweep up here. Yeah, we ain't sealing this yet. But my batteries are cool, at least for now. You can see the impact that the chlorine has. So these batteries up here are sat in chlorine, these are sat in CO2. And if you look at the heat difference, chlorine is just a massive insulator, so it takes ages for any effect to happen. Careful about the conductive wire coming out of those batteries. Oh, come on. Turd Blossom, why? Careful of the conductive wire coming out of those batteries. These here. Careful. As in, it might not be connected. It seems to be connected. I hope it is. Should we try it? What can I hook up that'll drain it? Should we put a little lamp down or something? The other ones. The 6 ones. Care about the conductive wire coming out of those batteries. The other ones. The 6 ones. I don't know what you're talking about, Camo. Sorry, are you talking about these ones here? The batteries near the aqua tuner. Where you just put in heavy wire. Why? What's wrong with this? There's no conductive wire coming out of here. It's automation wire. Is that what you're talking about? This stuff down here? This is where I'm going to pull off automation for hydrogen gens, natural gas gens, coal gens, manual gens, that sort of thing. This isn't wire like power wire. That was what you're talking about, right? Okay, cool. I thought what you were talking about was this here. I was dubious about these bridges, so I was going to just test it and see if the battery actually depletes. I wasn't sure if these batteries are connected properly, but they must be. They've got charge, so they must be. Yeah, this is fine. They've not got much charge, but they do have some charge. Okay. So yeah, aqua tuner should come on if this goes above -1. Other than that, this can just keep churning. This pipe is now empty, so might as well get rid of this. I suppose we might drop a bit of debris in here, so get rid of this now. Actually, we'll leave this here. Okay. Oh, don't say sorry. No. Don't say sorry. I rely on your eagle eyes when I'm making one of many fuck-ups, so don't ever apologise. Not at all. That is fine. Thank you. Okay. Coal gens. Big old bank of coal gens. I reckon. How's this doing? Is this nearly done? It's not far off. Right, by the time we get these done, it should be fine. What's the farthest you've gotten? How do you mean, Super Croc? Like farthest cycle or biggest base, or what do you mean? I've only ever died twice in this game. Normally we just stop playing because it used to be because lag used to kill the colonies, but then they optimised it a few patches back, and we've not had a lag death since. Furthest I've got dupes wise, I think it was 103 on the accept every dupe challenge. Biggest base, probably about half the asteroid. You see me die on cycle 7. That's one of the only times I've ever died. That horizontal challenge base, that's one of the only times I've ever died in this base. I've never done that horizontal challenge since. I gave up on that a long time ago. Yeah, it depends what you're asking, really. Farthest cycle. Farthest cycle, me personally, is probably around 2,000. But normally that's just dicking about, seeing how long builds will run for before they break and stuff like that. Normally we stop well before then. But most of my longer plays are done normally just to test something. So it'll be testing whether an oxygen setup will ever overheat, or testing if, I don't know, whether food production is actually balanced, or weird stuff like that, and I'll just put it in speed mode and go AFK. But for the most part, I don't normally play colonies to stupid cycles, because what's the point, really? I can't decide how to do these coal gens. I don't know if we want to do them like we were mapping out before. I don't know if we want to do it like this. Let me just figure this out a second. So that's going to that tile. Let's go into there, isn't it? Maybe this doesn't need to be as high as I think. Well, that's too much. How didn't you get tired of the map? It was back when the game was a lot more interesting, to be honest. It was back when most things in the game had to be done through utilising of every single material, which isn't really the case anymore. There used to be less guys and stuff in the game back then. So this is what Turnus was saying to do before. I'm not sure if I want 5 in here though. I'm assuming because this can reach the middle tile that will fill all the coal gens. Hygiene tends to go to the top left, right? Yep, definitely does. I always get bored around cycle 200. It depends. Like if you're setting out with like one goal in mind, then you can get your base stable by like cycle 200 and just go and do that one goal. And then once you've done it, you cancel your playthrough and start again. I enjoy the start of the game, but to be honest, I don't play that many early game games. I normally do one per update, and we'll play one colony on stream. We'll play it all the way through, and then the next update normally comes out. So I don't really start the game very often. It's probably my weakest part of the game, the early game. Play debug speed to keep from getting bored. Yeah, but I told you, Trello, you need to not play with debug. Like it's a curse. It doesn't help. It makes you worse at the game. Cycle 200 in this update is almost nothing, it seems now. Food, etc. takes longer to come online. Now you've got to be pretty creative, lots of heat, etc. to deal with. Yeah, if I was to play this again, if I was to give somebody tips, a new player to the game, I would say not to worry about exploring out so much for geysers. Don't worry about it, because it's such a roll of the dice now. You could potentially end your colony just by going exploring for geysers. It doesn't really make sense, does it? Doesn't really make any sense. I think I'm going to raise this up a bit. I'm going to raise this 2 tiles, I think. So let's see. Do that there. It doesn't really matter what we build these out of, but fuck it, let's build it out of iron. It doesn't really matter. That's a little bit more reasonable, I think. This would matter if we were going to cool it with gas cooling, by the way, but I'm going to liquid cool it, so the building material doesn't matter quite as much. Okay. And if we had like a receptacle there, and we had a compactor there, and we set that compactor to like 5 tons or something, and then above here we'll have a gas pump.